Ooh, Reef. I'm excited to talk about this because of the components. The components are my favorite part about this game. It's so enjoyable touching and feeling and looking at them. And the other part of the game is most games I play have some sort of engine building, and I talk about that a lot. Reef, I wouldn't categorize as an engine building game. I would describe it more as a combo game where you're looking 2 or 3 turns ahead all the time, trying to pick the cards that if I play this, then this, then this, I'm gonna get a big payoff. And that's kind of the entire game. If I play this is what you're looking for, and you're always 2, 3 turns ahead, or you're trying to be at least creating these combos and building a beautiful reef. So I'll show you how it actually does that by opening the box. Oh man, I love that. So simple. Can you hear that? Can you see that? These are real weighty, real lovely. Love it. What are you doing in this game? Building reefs. They're growing into the sky and they got all sorts of colors, shapes, and feels. It really delivers on that. All right, with it set up, you can already see how cool these little pieces are. They're so chunky. I love it. And the whole premise of the game is you're building them on top of each other, building these reefs, and getting points for the specific things you're trying to build. But they just lock into each other so well. Create little stacks, because they have the little circles on top, the little divots underneath. It's great. Now each player is trying to get the most points, as you do in most games. And the way you do that is you have cards in your hand, and you can either on your turn take a new card or play a card. And so when you play a card, there's 2 halves. Now in this game, you have to do both halves. You start with the top, complete whatever the top says, and then bottom you check, do I meet that criteria? I'll get that many points. If I meet the criteria more than once, I get that many points, however many times I meet the criteria. So you can see how I describe this as a combo game. So if I have this in my hand to start, I can see that I need purple and yellow to gain 3 points, and they need to match this direction, so I can rotate it. So I have something going for me right now. If I play this card immediately, what I'm gonna do is do the top half, then the bottom half. So I have to place my 2 greens. Hopefully I don't cover up or change, because I'm looking from the top down. I no longer meet the criteria. So if I play this immediately, play the 2 greens, then I get purple, yellow. Now, I may think, what if I try and build my board with a bunch of purple yellows right next to each other? I could get more points that way. So perhaps I keep this in my hand for now. And instead, let's say, for instance, this was the setup. Got this in my hand and I'm looking at what's available. I'm gonna grab this card instead of playing something, because I want to get to play another yellow. Then the opponent goes, they either build or do something. Now I have my little combo going. So I have yellow, purple. I see that there's 4. If I stack 4 high with purple, for every stack like that, I get 5 points. So keeping that in mind. So maybe over the course of a few turns, I'll play 2 purple. So I'll place those 2 purple. So maybe I'm gonna both go for the yellow, purple, and the stack of 4. So I add that up. So that's discarded. Then the opponent goes, they do their thing. What if I grab this instead of going? So I do that. Oh, this game is already getting my mind churning about combos and seeing potential. So now I'll play this first. So I'll have to do the top and then the bottom. And in the case before, I didn't meet the criteria, so I'd lose the points. I don't get any points for that. That's why I didn't get points earlier. So I played this to play 2 more purples. So I'll just place them both on top of each other and I'll check. What's my highest green? It's right here. and how many yellows I have around it, I get 2 points for each. So in this case, I only have 1, so I get 2 points. Doesn't really excite me, but I'm not going for that anyways. I'm going for combos. So now the opponent goes, they do the thing, you know, they're building up their board with whatever. I'm gonna play this card. So yellow, orange, things are getting exciting. I'll go for this one later or go for this, so I'll play the orange there, play the yellow in front of the purple. I meet the criteria for this. I've got a stack of 4 high, I get 5 points. The opponent goes, does the things, they're getting points. Then I'm gonna play this one. I'm going to place 2 greens, and then now I have 2 sets of purple, yellow. I get 6 points. And so you're getting the idea. You're trying to use this small amount of space and the fact that you have to place the top pieces first, so make sure you're not covering up what you're currently going for. And then you count the points if you meet the criteria, and it can be multiple times. This allows for some simple strategy, some fun gameplay, using and touching lovely pieces. I think the game just delivers on the feeling of making reefs and seeing them grow and change and expand and all that. Overall, simple game, really fun to play, easy to teach. I think it's worthy of playing if you haven't had a chance yet. And you know, combo building games aren't ones that I don't have in abundance. I have mostly engine building games or other worker placement games and all these things. So this is a unique gameplay style that I think is really enjoyable. It feels like that same material that the Azul tiles are made out of. And you know, this is published by the same company, so it makes sense. There's Reef.